So we're going to talk a little bit about insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is basically when the body does not produce either enough insulin or the cells don't know what to do with the insulin itself. So insulin is designed to help shuttle glucose from the bloodstream into the cells, and basically it helps use the sugar in our bloodstream for energy. If our body doesn't get the energy, then we feel fatigued, we feel kind of weak, we get tired often. So oftentimes, insulin resistance is similar to metabolic syndrome and kind of can be used a little bit one and the same, but metabolic syndrome is basically where you have risk factors, and insulin resistance is one of these risk factors, which can ultimately lead to issues with your heart. It can cause cerebrovascular disorders or diseases, and that can lead to heart attacks and strokes and other problems with your veins and arteries as well. Over time, if this goes for too long, it can actually start to cause damage to your blood vessels. And if your blood sugar stays elevated for too long, it can actually cause damage, kind of on a microscopic level, to your blood vessels. Over time, this damage gets repaired, and the repair areas can start to form little plaques. And plaques are basically just little blockages. It's typically not a big deal initially. Over time, it can actually start to get larger and larger, and eventually these plaques or these clots can cause a complete blockage of the artery or vessel, and which can lead to a heart attack or a stroke or a similar issue later on, or somewhere else rather, down in your vessels. So with insulin resistance, we kind of look at the blood sugar levels. And a lot of times diabetics use something called a glucometer, and this helps them check what their blood sugar levels are. Typically, we like to see the blood sugar less than 90, sometimes 100, but it depends. So you're at risk of insulin resistance if your fasting blood sugar is over 100 for a prolonged period of time. Oftentimes, we try and find measures or things that we can do to decrease your blood sugar levels. Oftentimes, we start out with things like diet and exercise, and I realize those are kind of buzzwords, but they really do work if you start to focus on the things that you eat. Nutrition is a big part of insulin resistance. And so really focusing on the things you put into your body are really important. A lot of times we want to try and eat more whole foods, things that don't come in a box is the big thing. Things like vegetables, fruits, organic meats if possible, potatoes. There's a lot of different options out there, but kind of a rule of thumb that we like to use is if it comes in a box and there's a lot of ingredients, then it's a processed food. Unfortunately, processed foods can be really bad for the body. A lot of times, the substances that they use to process the foods in and of themselves are harmful to you, but also the fact that when you process a food, it also takes away a lot of the nutrients that were originally in the food, and then your body isn't getting all the nutrients that it needs. Some other forms of treatment that you're going to want to do for your blood sugar lowering is stopping smoking if you smoke, exercise, and even if it's just walking. If you're someone who is fairly sedentary, doesn't get much exercise, if you can even aim for 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day, that would be really beneficial for your body. Walking has been shown time and time again to be one of the better exercises that we have out there. Plus it's easy, it's basically free, and it's good for your heart and your blood vessels as well. It also helps bring down your blood sugar levels, and it does this because a lot of your muscles don't need insulin in order to shuttle sugar from the bloodstream into your muscles or to your cells. So we call those glucose-independent receptors. And so when you walk, just by doing any kind of exercise, it helps bring down your blood sugar levels. Here at Revive Health, one of the things we do screen for when we see you as a patient is your blood sugar levels. It's something that we can kind of hone in on and try and improve as well. In addition to various medications and peptides and other things that we offer, will also help to naturally bring down your blood sugar levels. We can help come up with an individualized treatment plan for you and keep a close eye on your blood sugar levels. If you are interested in a consult with one of our practitioners, feel free to visit us at revivehealthplan.com. Go ahead and sign up, and one of us will see you, and we'll make a treatment plan that's best for you.